Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back. This is episode 7 of Dog Turds into Diamonds here with AFC Rushden and Diamonds. We are into the last 4 games of the season. I thought I would come back because this is kind of our last opportunity to put ourselves in the playoff picture again. We are away to Tamworth. As you can see here, we have lost the 2 games we have played against them this season. I can't remember the second game. I guess maybe it was the FA Trophy or something. But we have lost to them twice this season. They are a very good team, and well, right now they are 4th in the table, chasing that third playoff place, or the second playoff place, which is 3rd in the league. And we are down in 6th. We are 7 points off the playoffs, but with a game in hand. And we are also 6 points behind Tamworth. So if we want to have any chance, I think it's a really real outside chance. If we want to have any chance of making the playoffs, we do have to win this game. And if you look on the right hand side of the screen, you can see we have got a rock solid run into the season. Tamworth away today. Then we go away to Royston, who are 5th in the league, just ahead of us. And then we are at home against Peterborough Sports, who have had a little bit of a meltdown and dropped down to 7th. How have we found ourselves in this situation? Obviously, when you were last here, we drew our game. We drew against Bromsgrove Sporting, who are now in 1st place in the league. And we had gone 6 games without a win, which unfortunately I was advised was a club record. So that's kind of a very disappointing club record that we really didn't want to have in our first season. 6 games without a win. But since that game, we had a little bit of a mini recovery, which has been very, very nice. Straight after drawing with Bromsgrove, we went away to Colville. We got a 1-0 win, and it was a little bit nervy, but it was kind of getting our groove back. We won 1-0. You can see Demalio Brown-Sterling got the goal, an assist from Jack Brown, who has been absolutely phenomenal the last few games. Again, the same old story. We completely dominated the game. We had 17 shots, 5 on target, 62% possession, excellent pass completion percentage. We just couldn't kill the game off. You could see the nerves of the last 6 games, the lack of goals. It was all there to be seen. Giassi and Ravi Shamsi on the wings were very poor. I'm going to talk about plans for next season. Mesuria came on off the bench, didn't do badly at all. That was quite nice. King James was excellent. He has been superb in the midfield. And also Jim Fenlon. Jim Fenlon coming in because of Jay Williams' suspension. And he has been absolutely fantastic. At the moment, he is keeping Jay Williams out of the team. He's just been that good that I can't drop him. After that, so that was brilliant, just to end that 6-game run without a win, just to get back on course. And it was 2 games in a row with a clean sheet, and we then made that 3 because we played Barwell at home and absolutely destroyed them. Look at this. Jack Brown got himself a goal, Demalio Brown-Sterling got 2, and Richardson, do you know what? I think we're going to watch these goals, because Matt Richardson's goal, I have no doubt that this is going to be goal of the season. So let's just load this up, just so you can see. This was a really special strike if it does want to load up. So we started off this game against Barwell. Giassi here has a really great assist. Gets the ball in. As the video goes very, very jerky. That's disappointing. So Jack Brown getting us off to a great start. Brown-Sterling heads in off a corner. Now look at this from Richardson. Giassi just tees him up, and what a hit. If that is not goal of the season, I don't know. I don't know what can possibly beat that. Hurd gets a great assist for Brown Sterling to make it 4. And that was a really, really pleasing victory after the run we'd had. To go and do that, absolutely fantastic. Gyasi, excellent. King James, again, dominant in midfield. Brilliant performances from Richardson, Hurd and Brown Sterling. And that was 3 clean sheets in a row. We then made it 4 with another 4-0 win. This was our best run of clean sheets the entire year. You can see here, we won 4-0. Jim Fenlon assisted all 4 goals. Gyasi opened the scoring again. He's been on a really good run of late as well. Jack Brown, another goal for him. Gyasi got his second before Demalio Brown Sterling finished it off in the second half. So at this point, we've now gone 9 points out of 9. We've started to pick ourselves up again, putting ourselves back in the playoff picture, maybe with a late run. And then, wouldn't you know it, history comes back to repeat itself. I have lost count of the amount of points we have dropped this season from winning positions. We absolutely dominated this game. You can see we went 2-0 up. Ravi Shamsi assisted by Jack Brown before Jack Brown then gets a goal himself. They got one back through Marquis in the 63rd minute. I really didn't feel under pressure. We were that dominant. We were that in control of the game. And then in injury time, I made all the necessary changes to try and see this one out. Jack Brown came off, Mashigo came on. Jack Brown had a little bit of a knock. Mashigo came on. I played a 3-man midfield. I bought Jay Williams on for Fenlon. He was pretty tired. I bought him on just to see out the game. Messuria came on for Gyasi, who also got injured. And well, I thought I did everything right. Everything right. We were full on time wasting. We were slowing the game down. I never ever felt in any danger until in the 96th minute, another highlight. And as soon as the highlight started, I thought, yeah, I know how this is going. I know how this story goes. They put a long ball over the top, beat Sam Warburton on our left wing, and they finished it off through Stead, and we lost 2 points. So it was a great performance, another great performance, a defensive performance that came out of nowhere after 4 clean sheets in a row, and yeah, really, really disappointing. And imagine where we would be if we had those 2 extra points. We would be in 5th place above Royston, with the chance today to go just 1 point behind Tamworth and 2 points behind St Ives. So it feels like a real missed chance. Really, really quite sad about it. I really think we do have a team that's more than capable of getting promotion from this league this season. But that is where we are at. Disappointing. So I think I'm already preparing to be in this league next season. I'm not going to talk about transfers today, but I've got my eyes on a number of players. I'm kind of identifying the players that I don't want to renew contracts for. I think there's going to be not big changes, but a number of changes. I'm already thinking about a 2-striker system for next season, playing 3 central midfielders with Jack Brown in front and then 2 strikers. We've played against teams that have played that formation this season. It has caused problems for us at times. So I think it's a formation we can really make the most of with the players that we've got, with Jack Brown and Brown Sterling. And I am looking at some other strikers to come in. I won't talk about them today. You will see that. Or do you know what? I'm going to talk about one because we've offered him a contract. He could even be here before the end of the season. So if I go to the ins, You can see here we've got a whole bunch of players on trial again. Is there a contract here? Sorry, I am I am going through all the players in the U23s and U18s from up above us that have already been confirmed to be released. So that is why we've got so many trial offers. I want to save the scouting budget by trying to get these players in on trial so I can just find out a little bit more about them. But we've got here Shaq Coolthirst, and he, at 27 years old, is an experienced striker, and he looks awesome. His physicals for our level are very, very good. I love his 12 strength, but he's got, you can see, he's just so well rounded in everything. And then mentally, decent enough off the ball for a striker, but then his decisions, his concentration, his anticipation, his bravery, aggression, all fantastic. The only downside is that 4 composure. But he's got 11 finishing, 11 dribbling, and 10 flair, and 10 long shots as well. So, I mean, he's capable of getting a few from outside the area. And his 9 passing and 10 vision means he is going to be really good at linking play as well. And if we just comparing to Demalio Brown Sterling, you can see Brown Sterling is the better player, but there's not that much between them. And if we look at the attributes, so they're both rated as a 7 on the technicals, but in terms of the technicals you want from your striker, in terms of finishing, long shots, dribbling, he beats Brown Sterling in all of those things. He also has better passing. Mentally, I mean, it says Brown Sterling is better, but I mean, I look at those mentals and I think in terms of what you want in a striker, obviously apart from the composure, I think he is a better player than Brown Sterling in most of those characteristics. And then, yeah, physically, Brown Sterling is just absolutely phenomenal for our level, but Shaq Coolthirst is a very good athlete. So I think these two could become a very, very good partnership next season. So that's what we're looking at. What else has gone on? Well, Johnny Hurd has left us. His loan deal from Peterborough Sports has ended. Very, very odd that it ends before the end of the season, but he's gone back to Peterborough Sports. We did offer him a contract, but I cancelled it. He wants £100 a week, plus I think it was £120 maybe per game. So it was kind of a £220 a week deal. I cancelled it to see if maybe I can get that a little bit cheaper, a little bit further down the line. If we look at the team for today's game, Mesouria and Furlong are playing on the wings. Furlong has just returned from a 4-game ban. We've had so many suspensions. We do play to get stuck in. But there's also been a contract renewal here for Ravi Shamsi. And I've got to confess, I had no idea this was going on. When I started the game, I set up responsibilities. I thought I had set all responsibilities for myself so that I would decide all contracts, all ins and outs. And then I suddenly got a notification in my inbox that Ravi Shamsi had renewed his contract for £170 a week. I was planning to let him go. So I'm stuck with him for another year now. And I'm sure I never had this problem on previous FMs, but I went to the sub-menus and found that contract renewals were in the hands of I don't know if it was the chairman or the director of football. So I had to change that, and I realised as well that by the same means, we'd ended up giving contracts to a bunch of youth players who are never, ever going to get a game for us. So kind of a little bit of a costly error in the sense that I'm trying so hard to get the finances sorted out next season, and now we're stuck with Ravi Shamsi. But I don't know, maybe next season, maybe we can get someone to come in for him, because I really don't think he's good enough. Technically, with his dribbling, his finishing, his first touch and his passing, superb. For our level, superb. Physically, a decent enough athlete. He's not a bad player. But mentally, I just think he's got so many weaknesses. His decision making, his composure, his lack of bravery, his poor positioning, his lack of teamwork. I just think mentally there's so much lacking there. The only good thing is he has been on very good form since renewing his contract. You can see he's got 9 goals this season. I would like to have seen more than 3 assists from him, especially with that passing that he has. But 9 goals is not a bad contribution. So we're going to see how Ravi Shamsi goes. But I am thinking, as I was saying, about a wingless formation for next season. So how much he will really play and how much benefit we're going to get of that £170 a week, I'm not sure. Patrick Casey, his contract is running out, so that his £70 a week is going to be off the books. And yeah, the only other one is, as I was saying, Johnny Hurd. If we go to Peterborough Sports and we just look at players here, Johnny Hurd is now 32. He's on the transfer list. He earns £100 a week at Peterborough Sports, which is probably why he wants to keep earning that. But I'm going to go back to him at the end of the season and see if maybe I can get his demands down a bit. I would love to have him in again. He really was fantastic for us. You can see he had 7 assists in the league this season from 19 games, which from left back is very, very good. A 7.39 rating. So I would love to have him on a permanent basis for next season, but we're going to have to see what happens. So that's where we are. Basically, we are doing lots of prep for next season. I am prioritizing in the summer a new goalkeeper, at least one new centre back to partner Matt Richardson. I looked at the centre backs, the best centre backs in our league, and the leagues at the same level, the divisions at the same level, and the best teams have centre backs that blow ours away. So I recognise that. I mean, with the amount of goals we've conceded, the goalkeeper and a dominant centre back, somebody like the defensive version of King James or Brown Sterling or Jack Brown at the back, I think would just make us a formidable team at this level. And you can see here, King James now is just really on great form, a 7.18 rating his last 5 games. Now above he had a little bit of a slow start, but he's now above a 7 rating. And I think King James is our captain for next season. Absolutely phenomenal, brilliant mentals, acceptable technicals, but that 14 leadership and 12 teamwork just makes him an absolutely dominant force on the field. So anyway, into today's game, because we've been going on for a while now. So you can see the team: Snedeker in goal, Fenlon, Warburton. Now that we don't have Jimmy Hurd, Collard and Richardson are the established centre-back pairing now. Jordan Eli had a suspension. He was on very poor form before that suspension anyway. So he is now finding himself out of the team for the moment. Jay Williams on the bench as well, due to Fenlon's great form. Waddington and James are the midfield pairing. Jamie O'Hara, not starting, not playing every week anymore, but I am going to try and offer him a new contract because he's actually looking at coaching roles. So I think if we can get him for another year as a player coach, I think that will be really, really handy to have him around as a squad member. Then Jack Brown in the number 10 role with Masuria and Furlong on the outside of him. Hopefully Masuria can come up with a good performance today. And of course, Brown, Sterling up front. The other players on the bench, Mashigo, Sukieniki is going to be on the bench as well due to the lack of midfield options that we have right now with Joel Gyasi, Ravi Shamsi, both suspended. And yeah, we're going to have Tom Lorraine and Laurel Smith as the forward options should we need them. So let's get into this. Away at Tamworth, our season depends on this. We have not managed to beat one of the top teams all season. There's no excuses today. We have to do it. If we cannot come up with the win today, our season is over and we start to look at next season. Let's get into this. All right, so Tamworth, a very good team. Let's see if we can get the players up for this. We've got nothing to lose here. How is he recommending that? We have got everything to lose. I'm going to go for the revenge mode. We owe Tamworth. There you go. We've got nothing to lose. Seriously? I have got to change my assistant manager for next season. Get him out of here. Really, really not pleased with that attitude. Let's see. I mean, this is an absolutely huge game. You see, Tamworth have got a big crowd here today. As we get the first highlight, Sam Warburton back in the team with Hurd leaving. And was that not over the line from Brown Sterling? Oh my goodness. That looked over the line to me. Jim Fenlon picks up an early booking. Maybe that could open the door for Jay Williams. We're playing very well. I don't want to shout any indications at the moment. I mean, we're on top. We look the better team. Do I encourage them as Matt Richardson gets a booking? Do I encourage the team here? Hopefully. Oh my goodness. I saw the range. I had a feeling. Let's encourage the team. They've been playing well. I mean, that's a perfect free kick, isn't it? I've no idea what Beswick's free kick rating is, but oh, what a shame. Same old story. You can see we are dominating possession. We're dominating the chances. Come on, Jack Brown. Yeah, absolutely no chance with that one. Come on, we shouldn't be too despondent here. We are the much better team. I feel like we have proven this season that we are the best footballing team in this division. We just haven't been able to turn that into wins, which is really why I want to go a two-striker system for next season. All right, so the scoreline doesn't reflect the pattern of the game. Keep going. Come on. Come on, boys. Let's get some motivation here. Come on. We can definitely win this game. Come on. I mean, this would be typical if our playoff chances were to end in this fashion, dominating the game and failing to get the result. I mean, that would just be completely on brand for us, wouldn't it? Can Fenlon get a ball in? Somebody needs to find that through pass. We need to find that final ball. Jack Brown into Brown Sterling. Now Fenlon, can he set another one up? Masuria Fenlon, and Jack Brown is there. Brilliant form from Jack Brown. He has been absolutely superb since signing his new contract. And that is a lovely footballing goal again. We have just played, for me, we have played the superior football to any other team in this division this season. We have been easily the best team with the ball. Can we now go on and take this game on? Jack Brown in again. Can he set up Brown Sterling maybe? He gets a cross in. And a save denies Brown Sterling again. He's hit the bar. He's forced a worldy save out of the keeper. Can Furlong now get one in? He's been out of the team for a while now, only in because of suspension. Need a performance from him as Brown Sterling heads over. Let's praise the players. No, we didn't win a penalty. I thought Furlong had got the penalty there. Come on, this is not out yet. Brown Sterling, and it's another amazing save, but he was offside. Royston winning as well. That makes it even more important to get the win here. Do I go attacking? I'm going all out attack, and I'm going to make a change here in the 66th minute. I'm going to bring on Waddington is coming off. We are bringing on, I was going to bring on maybe Mashigo, but Jamie O'Hara This is your moment, Jamie. We have got to see something from you here. We could do with an assist or a goal. We'll get him on as a deep line playmaker. What other changes can I make here? I mean, do I bring off one of my wingers and bring maybe Tom Lorraine in? See if we can get another important goal from him. I'm going to leave it at that for the moment, but I think Tom Lorraine is the next move. I think we might even bring off both wingers and just go 3 strikers for the rest of this game. Let's demand more. Come on, boys. We've got 15 minutes. Come on, don't let another dominant performance end without the 3 points. We're doing it. 3 strikers. Laurel Smith will come on the right, and Tom Lorraine will come on the left. So Smith, let's get him in as a poacher. And I think it will be 2 poachers. I think it will be an advanced forward and 2 poachers. So Tom Lorraine and Laurel Smith are going to be looking to just pick up on anything that goes into the box there. Come on, boys. What else can I change here? As they get another free kick. Again, this would be so on brand, wouldn't it? And there it is. Oh my goodness. Somebody tell me what I can possibly do. Somebody please tell me. Oh my goodness, 10 minutes to go. This one is over, isn't it? We have conceded just 4 shots on target throughout this game. Let's distribute to the forwards. Let's push right up onto them. Full out press. They have needed 2 free kicks to do it. And we are going to lose another one that we should never have lost. A great performance. Huge number of bookings now I see it. That's obviously disappointing. Can we at least come up with a draw here? As Sam Warburton will now get a red card. And it's a straight red at that. Oh my goodness. What a disappointing end. I am just distraught here. I'm sure they're going to score here. Okay, we've dealt with it. Come on, boys, let's at least get the draw here. We deserve a point out of this. This is horrific to watch. O'Hara couldn't get it into Brown Sterling. We lose the game. I feel like we've been FM'd again. Unbelievable. 26 shots at goal, 12 shots on target. I'm going to tell the players I'm happy with them. How can I be disappointed with that performance? Again, well, I want to say it tells me Dean Snedker should not be in this team next season, but I mean, they were 2 perfect free kicks, weren't they? I don't know what to say. That is just the story of our season. Very, very disappointing. 3 games to play. We are now officially out of the playoff picture unless everybody above us loses their last 3 games. It's another season in this division. I think we were more than capable of getting through. You can see lots and lots of trials to come in now. You can see the clubs we've been looking at, all the clubs higher up the football pyramid that have players going out of contract. You can see I've got 109 in inboxes there. I've just been inviting so many players to trial just to try and find that gem that somebody's letting go that can make the difference for us next season. I'm really, really disappointed with that. I think what we are going to do now, we will come back for the final game of the season, just to round things off and do a little recap. And I can tell you that for the final game of the season, Paul Willis will be in goal. The 36-year-old Irishman, 36 years old, product of Liverpool's academy, hasn't had a club for 10 years. No, more than that, 12 years. Hasn't had a club for 12 years, has never played a professional game. He is going to be in goal for that final game of the season. Yeah, that's where we end up. That's where we end up. I'm absolutely devastated at the way this season is finishing. But I think we've got the makings of a really, really solid team. I think with just 2 or 3 really high-level additions to this squad in the summer, I think we can blow this league away. I feel that confident. Hopefully that is how it's going to go down. We'll have to wait and see, but we will be back for the final game of the season and a recap of this first season in charge at AFC Rushden Diamonds, and then we will start making preparations for a real big push next season. Thank you everybody for being with us. If you have been watching this and you've enjoyed it, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next Dog Turds into Diamonds.